Hello, and welcome to this session on the Ontology Pruner. The pruner is something that you would use when you have a very large ontology with a lot of concepts and you only want to focus on a subset of those. So what the pruner enables you to do is to remove all the concepts and their associated properties that you don't want, and then also maintain the integrity of what you have kept. So let's have a look at that. So I go into knowledge management. We see we have a list of ontologies. We then decide which one we want to prune. And we see here that we have what we might call a filter. So if we only want to see the public ones, then they're listed like that. If we only want to see the shared ones, then there they are. And if we only want to see the private ones, then there they are. So we select an ontology, and again we can decide whether we want to include a reasoner. The reasoner we have included here, that we have installed here is Hermit, so you can include that to enhance your validation process. So then we load the ontology, and we can see immediately on the right hand side we have some statistics about this particular ontology. We have a couple of sliders. This one here enables us to reduce the space between the concept. The concepts are the green circles, and so that just means that you can see more displayed in a smaller space on the screen. The other slider is this one down on the right hand side, which is just effectively a zoomer. You can zoom in and out like that, whereas this changes the space between the balloons. You can also drag things around the place, but of course you'll notice when you do that they have this rather annoying habit of going back to where they were. So what you can then do is use the pause button to stop it going around the place, so you can play with it any way you like. And then if you're happy with that, then you can resume, and of course then they'll go back to where they were. The other thing we have here is filters, and I've put a couple of filters on just to make the screen a little less busy. If we include the data types, then you'll see there's a whole lot more information, and obviously you're at liberty to display those if you want to. I've just turned them off here for the sake of clarity. So here's our ontology that we're going to prune, and I'll choose a full graph. The other ones here, there's the information in the user guide that gives you the reasons why you'd want to use these. I won't go into all of them here. I'll just do a full graph prune, bearing in mind that don't be afraid here. Anything you do isn't going to break the ontology, because you will be saving it under a new name. You can't save the existing ontology once you've pruned it with the same name. So don't feel afraid that you might do something wrong, because always go back to square one and start again. So what we're going to do, we've got our ontology here. I'm going to choose a starting point, and I want to prune away the things that aren't related to the customer. And here we have the preview button, and I press on that, and we can see now that we have a reduced ontology, and it's now just got the material related to the customer, and in this case the payments, the orders and the employees, and we can still see the associated properties with that. So if we're happy with that, then we say, well, okay, the preview looks good. That looks like what I want to keep. So we then go and we select prune, and we need to give it a new name. So we'll call it Amy 2. and we see the base URI has come up automatically. We want to keep it as private, and we're not going to assign it to some other people. So now we save that ontology, and we can see that it's been successfully saved, and here are the various metadata elements of it. And if we wanted to, we could visualize it, and we can see that it's still there, complete with its properties. So that in a nutshell is how we prune an ontology. Thank you.